Haka kanyo tarik urampang arhajar arpun riau, kabadai ke sni ke baar jong ke darbar mang tengka. UMLA kemaurang kenang ubah Livingstone Karpran, ula bujing kili halor jingtong ya ki konsultan di ketenat Sorkar. Bat halor kan ya, Menteri rang ba kejela u Conrad kongkal sang mau la pentip bahadu benta. Ke Sorkar kam thong ya kilai penrungut konsultan, bat kidan san kendai tilki kenhuan dan ki company ai bot ki bat trelang ba ke Sorkar. Bagidan sepotli kita nak Sorkar ki batungi konsultan shimet, bat kat pratli kita nak ki bapenan kam ya ki consultancy firm. Ulu pencai bagi jenglut nak bentar ke jengsia mala ubnai ki konsultan shimet kalong sau point laisan pertengkan nak bentar Islam ahjar arpusau arpusan. Kat bagi consultancy firm kim chimli atulap kum kinang tres Sorkar ndaki yo ya ka consultancy fee. Badangan dengan pisah lah siap kat kum kejing tray bagi lah penbiang ne pendam kat kum kejing ia jengka kam. Kapisah ka babon tam ka bakot daduk prapunyo nak sispa ka de kebelah siau ya kini ki consultant bat kawan na ki project ki balabay na syabar ni ki externally aided project. Om nak khajna balum nak jela. Menteri rang ba kejela ulong babon ki project ki bawan nak Sorkar pedang bat ki agensi na syabari ki bok kendon ka badan kam renti bantung ya ki expert lan ni ki consultant ban penyat ki kam. Hal kebedai berkerukam Thung ya kini konsultan oleh tu bakadan kerukam keberhenti dan kebakot ya ke tender lengba ke QCBS system. Dan kebiayaan lengba ke recruitment process kebakentup ya ke jing sya interview bagi jing peni ya ke jing bet ke jongki ke samoi terekam joki ke kod no tang sudap ke project.
How many departments require such consultancy? What are the government officials themselves are not competent to do the job as the consultants are doing?
Sir, I must thank the honourable member for asking this question. So this is a very, very important question, and I'd like to reply to this to the satisfaction of the honourable member. So number one, he has mentioned about how many departments there are there. So when it comes to the individual consultants, there are 10 departments that are engaging individual consultants. And when it comes to consultancy firms, there are 13 departments that are engaging the consultancy firms. So second part of the question which honourable member has asked is are the officials not competent enough? Sir, everybody is competent and everybody has a role to play. Everybody has a defined area of expertise. When we talk of consultants, a consultant technically is an individual or a firm which has a certain expertise in a certain matter. Now, so when it comes to appointment of these consultancy firms, most, I should say all the externally aided projects, all the externally projects, and a large number of centrally sponsored schemes and projects. So for example, the EAPs, about 12,000 crores worth of EAPs are being implemented. And in terms of large projects like the Smart City project or the recently Sora tourism project awarded by donor ministry. So these processes or these projects or these schemes, they make it mandatory. I use the word mandatory. It is part of the process. It is mandatorily defined by the externally aided agency or the specific central government to appoint consultants. And as I mentioned, sir, consultants are experts who are in that particular field. Our officials are obviously, sir, very good. They are very efficient, but they are administratively expert. A political leader also may have a certain knowledge of the political aspect. But then when it comes to aspects, for example, so just so that the House knows, the mandate also requires, for example, recently we had just sanctioned 2,500 crores for the second phase of the World Bank MITP. So that required an environmental and social expert in the externally aided project. Now an environmental and social expert has to look at the environment and social impact assessment. That firm or the individual has to see environmental and social management plans. The same firm has to also look into the resettlement and action plans. They have to look at the indigenous people's development plan. They have to look at community consultation, and so on and so forth. So these are very highly specialized areas where these requirements are made, and as I said, it is mandatory as per the EAPs as well as a large number of the central schemes. So also I just want to share so that people are also aware that these are not government jobs. There is a thinking that these are government jobs being taken away into consultants. So these are not government jobs. Government jobs are government jobs. These are the mandated expertise that are required as per the project guidelines being given, which we need to do. Number two, as I said, so these are specialized jobs. These are jobs which a normal team in the administration, who are expert in administration and bureaucracy, they are not able to look into these aspects, as I said, like the environmental aspect. So the third and most important thing is that in the individual consultants that we have, a large number of those consultants are our own local boys and girls. And therefore, if you look at, not consultants, but like the projects that we get through these consulting agencies, which are then implemented by MBDA or MBMA or any other agency. Today, MBMA, MBDA, sir, they employ 1,500 people. They are employing to implement these projects, which these consultants helped us, identify, build up, and bring. And 12,000 crores worth of project is going on today in the EAPs, because of which 1,500 jobs have been created in MBMA, MBDA. And you'll be happy to know today that 99.9% of them are all local boys and local girls who are working in these different projects. So you'll also be, there's also the House should know that EAPs, they have a scope of 5%, up to 10% of the funds being used for administrative expenditure. It is mandated again, sir. So that means 12,000 crores of externally aided projects are going on, which means 5% of that is 600 crores can be used for administrative expenditure. So these are not money that is coming from our own taxes collection. This is externally aided funds that are coming in. And the consultancy expenditure on a whole of whatever we spend, sir, 87% is today taken from the externally aided projects. So if you're spending 100 crores a year, for example, 87 crores is spent from the externally aided projects, which is funds coming in from outside. So these are the few things which I thought should clarify, so that the House is understanding that these are not government jobs, as I said. These are additional experts that are required and mandated by the EAPs and central agencies for us to implement those projects.